Hello, hi, welcome to the TshisaPod. I'm Joy Mpane, the journalist, the green hair, and I'm not alone. I'm joined by my colleague.
Yes, Tangon Dwasa. I am the Sunny Times Lifestyle Digital Editor.
Period. If you're new over here, then you should know that every week we catch up on the latest entertainment news. But if you're a regular, that means you already know what time it is. Welcome back. We start off with some new music news. I'm not going to ask you who's on your radar, but somebody who's in my radar is Pearl Thusi, who just made her music debut. Very much unexpected.
Yeah.
She has a collaboration with Iashlum Mhlope, the legendary. But the song, Sota.
Look, it's different. Quite a mixture of genres. I personally would have liked if she did something with Ashlim Mhlope's kids, the 4 kids. Maybe that would have been more up her alley. It was very unexpected to hear him in a track with Pearl.
Yeah.
Or even a house DJ. I mean, she has many friends in music. Nothing wrong with tapping your
Zinhle,
friend.
bestie.
Nothing wrong.
That actually
Not
would
watch
have
today, but you know.
Hey. Yeah, that's very much unexpected. Honestly, I think for like a music debut, this is definitely not a song I really expected. I actually thought she was going to sound better than what she sounds.
Yeah.
I think she could have just switched
Kept
off
it
the
simple,
mic.
strong
Where's
beat.
the
I think would have
producer?
been that summer vibe. But right now, I just don't know what to expect next from her
Sure.
musically. How will she perform this live?
Yes.
I have lots of questions, but let's see how it goes. I'm
Right.
concerned.
You know what it's giving? It's giving Kylie. So Kylie Jenner, I know it's
Rise
very
and
random.
shine.
Rise and shine, because you know how. So she has a. Sorry, I'm so obsessed with the Kardashians. Very crazy, I know. But so she has what do we call this? What is this board that we do every year? Come on, vision board.
Uh-huh.
Okay, on her vision board, she has things to tick off. Being an actor, which we're going to see obviously at some point, and being a singer was one of them, because obviously it's just like something that, so do something that you're scared about or scared of doing.
Okay.
And so it's one of those. So it's giving, it was on my vision board.
Okay,
and so I
yeah.
just needed to put it out there.
And December's here.
And
so I
December's,
didn't-
yeah. So
okay.
Agnes Kati, and people have been waiting. But I don't think this is what we expected.
I'm curious as to who are her inspirations, because I think vocally she could have done something interesting. I mean, she could have pulled into like the Brenda Fassie vibes. I think that would have been nice.
Okay.
Sort of late in life,
Please.
Brenda.
Yeah,
Some nice
Brenda.
vibes.
No, go watch the docu, by the way, which is out. But no, that's not fair. Leave Brenda Fassie alone. Don't put them in the same group. Never. Okay. But anyway, shout out to her for making her debut. Let's see what it actually sounds. I'm expecting more. Please, let's do better.
Yeah.
But no, she's vocally, honestly, on my end, could have toned it down to sound a bit better. Okay. Lower key. Just go lower. It's always better.
And then you go high.
But don't go
sound low.
high. No. Anyway, we'll move on from that though. Somebody else who's also on our radar.
Yeah.
Stogie T has brought the two legends together. The Slimes and what is Nasty C's people? The Iversons? Is that what we call them?
The Iversons.
I think. Well, I follow the Iverson.
Come on, Stans.
Come on, nasties. Anyway, he brought them together on a track, which is called something I'm going to tell you right now. But what I found very interesting was Nota's comment, which I want to quickly pull up because I was like, what? So he said, Stogie should have given Nasty a beat and asked him to make a song and let that be that. Something like that. So a horrible record, he says, to endure, and you have to force yourself to listen until the end, where you realize that only one of these rappers actually sounds competent. I wonder who's the competent one here, but why make Muggs do this? Yes, because Muggs has also been out of the music space for quite some time.
Yeah.
So for him to come back on this track, yeah, but it's also giving 16 beat. So what's wrong with the beat? It's just doom,
Yeah.
doom, tsh, you know.
And I like it. It's even the song. It's long. It's everyone's got a space to really just go crazy. I think
Right.
it reminds you of that old school cypher sessions.
Sure.
I grew up on hype, so those CDs and just getting to hear people just flex skill. I liked it for that. And Muggs should be there. I think Muggs reminds me of old school hip hop culture in South Africa. So
Okay.
why not? Essentially, I feel like Nota's being a hater. I don't think there's a reason to to put this down. I think it's a cute, it's a nice beat. It's a good song. It's a really good song.
Okay. I don't know about really good song, but it's a song. Go ahead and check it out. Let us know what your thoughts are. It's called Four Horsemen. And of course, Stogie definitely does give us Stogie.
Yeah.
You know, he will never be terrible, I think, in anything. Yeah, but we'll move on from that though. Somebody in the music space who just gave us a shout out, South Africa, is Lauren Hill. Yes, late. Okay.
In her case, better late than never.
Better late than
We know how she
never.
rolls.
And she's reflecting on the DSTV Delicious Festival. If you did attend, let us know what your experience was. I didn't go because I'm really tired of that thing. Sorry to say that, but honestly. But when Lauren was in the country, I think she really gave us her time.
Yeah.
She was really into acting.
Surprise performances.
Performances. She was in the club, really clubbing it out. I have a friend of mine who was very, very close to her, like, which was like, okay, that's crazy. Now I hate you and I wish I was there. Alrighty, so we'll get into what's been happening this week. DJ Chymamusique, we're applauding him rather for the bold steps that he's been taking to raise funds for his medical bills. Okay, we know that
A tough one.
it's quite a tough one. Of course, he was in an accident that claimed the life of his very close friend. But he's having to go through several surgeries. And so he's decided, you know what, I'm going to sell my valuables to cover the bills. But people have been contributing towards that. Some of those people include DJ Chymamusique, using that ANC money. Joking. Joking.
Hot in here.
I'm joking. But I take it back. I take it back. But yeah, so a lot of people have been contributing, as including Usizwe, also Uban. What's Sizwe's name from Kaya? He's Sizwe Romo. Yes, who's also been contributing towards his well-being. He sold his CDJs, which cost around 45,000 rand, which Chymamusique, that's what he did, and that's what made people contribute towards his well-being. What's your thoughts on that?
Speedy recovery, first of all. I can't imagine how he's going to come out of this.
Yeah.
I mean, this is still the early stages of the process, and mentally it takes a toll on you. Just going through an accident, and then also the medical issues you're going to face as well. So, I mean, just wishes to him that he gets a speedy recovery. I'm proud of our industry. You know, I think a lot of people side-eye how our celebrities spend money. Internationally, you can say something like you're worth millions and billions. But here, look, it is a struggling industry. So to see others kind of come together for him is commendable. We should normalize it. I mean, we should have a concert, I would say. Let's do something, raise funds. Like, I think more people should be trying to do something. I think it's incredible to see those taking the steps to kind of show that this is how you spend your money.
Great ideas.
Mr. Dolce & Gabbana belt today. Let's help someone.
Yes, exactly. Somebody who I wish we could have just a whole state meeting. You see what we're doing with Kat Matla?
Oh.
Let's put like Shebeshit right there. I think we really need to discuss this, man.
A council of elders, it needs a lot of things.
It needs a lot of things.
I don't know, like we need to do something for him.
Because he has a growing list of charges. He recently appeared in court at the Polokwane Magistrates Court, of course, and he's set to appear on December 8th. So, right, he of course is going to stay behind bars. But yeah, the fact that he even thinks, of course, he has to exercise his right to try and get bail. But of course, what are you doing in the streets, sir? You did essentially attempt murder against somebody, so that was quite hectic. But yeah, he's still gonna remain behind bars, and I guess that's the chat about that. And I think rightfully so.
Yeah. Again, like I'm gonna repeat what I said last time we talked about this.
Okay.
It does create this weird aura of unsafety around him. Can we talk about Shebe? Is he gonna come for you? You know?
No. What do you think? Do you really think?
9 charges.
Also, I can take him.
These are okay. If you feel confident,
I do.
I don't want to be doing that. I don't start
sure.
none. I don't want to be
Also,
none.
we don't do that over here. Okay.
So it concerns me that this is the brand he's built. I mean, he is still young. He can still change, but it's gonna be very hard to forget this now, especially for how it's gotten so extreme.
I hear you on that one. What I found very interesting also this week, though, beyond Ushebe, Is Burna Boy kicking somebody? First of all, during a whole performance, to just look at that one character in the audience who decided to just take a nap in between your set, sir. Let's have a look to his reaction.
Doing it and we love it, you understand? So when I stand up here and I see you over there with your girl sleeping in front of me, this is me. You understand? So please take that. Yeah? Fast now. Take her home, take her home, take her home. Bro, I'm not doing no more song until you take her home, bro.
Moving on from all of that, can you believe that body shaming is still a thing in 2025? I cannot believe it. So recently, some trolls decided to come for Ururisang Mohapi, who's an actress, for her body, which actually is very stunning, and I'm really surprised. But so she attended the premiere of Netflix's Bad Influencer recently, of course, alongside her fiance. Congratulations. And people had a lot to say about what she wore, and she had to tell us that the dress is from Shein. Are we so used to like just perfection?
Look, surgeries like these are meant to just, if you feel like you want to sculpt a little bit, if you want to do it a little bit, it's okay. Nothing wrong with it.
Oh,
a tuck here, pull here, whatever. But then don't expect someone to do it just because you feel like they need to fit into a certain mold.
Sure.
It's not okay. So I'm glad she's defending the fact that she absolutely wants to embrace her body the way it is. Also, it isn't healthy to go into these surgeries without consulting a psychologist.
Sure.
You're going to do a very big change to your body. It's a huge dietary shift as well for some of these, most of these.
Yeah.
So you don't want to go into it thinking like, hey, they're saying I'm ugly, so let me go. No.
Also, I really feel like if you have a problem with her body, you kind of have an issue yourself. Go ahead and like
let's get some therapy.
Let's get some therapy. Honestly, because I think her body's absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Whether it has dimples or whatever. Like now, why are you zooming in too much? What's going on with you?
Have you not seen a human body?
Have you not seen a human body?
Sorry.
First of all, you hit the gym. Okay. That was like a take like that.
Get him.
Somebody out there. Anyway, but yeah, it's very upsetting the fact that she actually had to come out and say all of that. But hey, body shamers 2025, move on. We'll give space to somebody else though. Sylvan Gessi has challenged leaders to maintain standards after the G20 summit. Of course, we've seen that things have been looking pretty clean. Do you know what I did actually? I recently attended the Global Citizen, of course, and so I left my bag in a laptop in the streets of Santon, child.
Okay.
And I came back. And everything was there. I honestly just wanted to see what's going to happen. And it's my laptop, not the company. I was really just genuinely, I wanted to see. But it was that safe. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I felt that safe.
Yeah.
And so Seven Gates is just saying, Siyabona ukuthi niyakwazi. Let me stop talking. Have a look at what he had to say.
I want to start off by speaking to my local leaders and saying, we can see that it's possible to fix Johannesburg. We can see that you guys can fix the traffic lights.
Yeah.
We can see that there's more than enough police.
Yeah.
So before I speak to world leaders, I want to talk to my leaders and say, Siyabona yakwaz.
Yeah.
And for me, it's quite frustrating to see how suddenly when the world comes, suddenly now you want to fix the streets, fix the traffic lights, make women feel safer in their environment. So for me, I just want to say, it reminds me about when our mothers, you know, when our mothers used to say that the guests are coming, so they bring out the best utensils, the best cutlery. Then the cockroach goes, hey, silap, silap. So that's my view.
True. Utata Marero said that, okay, please challenge us. After the leaders have obviously left, we're going to clean up the country, ask us questions, all of that. I really feel like I should feel safe in this country every day. It shouldn't be like a one-time thing just because people are in the country. Like, what's your chat about that?
Look, we get an assortment of these speeches from our leaders a lot of the time where it's like, hold us accountable. We're going to do it together. And unfortunately, look, on both sides, we also should be maintaining the spaces we're in. But at the same time, this could have been done. It cost a little bit more. It's something I want to actually personally look into. How much were the costs?
How much were the costs?
For cleaning
but the money
up
is
the
there.
streets. Yeah, and that's my concern in that, we should have done better. They should have done better for us.
I feel like the fact that I'm paying taxes, I don't even want to know. Like, can you just do or in fact, can we just halt the taxes for a bit while y'all not doing your jobs? Actually, I wish I could just take it back. I wish I could just take my money back. Because that's a lot of money.
I think it was Cuba where they had leaders who were they were getting paid a bit less.
Yeah.
And then you got to see who really wanted to do the job. I think we should do that in South Africa. Pay them a little bit less. I know there's a story that came out about comparing who gets to earn more than the president. I think a lot of company CEOs were being found in one of our recent stories. That they're getting paid more than the president. I feel like that should be a norm. A lot of people should be getting paid more than a president because you've got the perks, you've got the access, you've got the security. You don't need a big paycheck.
Yeah.
So that money that is being pumped into a paycheck should be going into services.
1000% agree with you on that one. Getting a bit serious though, allegations we never thought would actually come out. Somebody just recently accused people, a bunch of mysterious unidentified people have decided to accuse Sabelo, the creator, of rape.
Yeah.
Very, very hefty allegations for an influencer whose paycheck is dependent on all these
Clout.
brands and clout. So he had to put out a very lengthy statement, which I wouldn't have put out, by the way, or would have proofread or something, because he says a lot there. Actually, he mentions that, here's the sketchy part. So he says, I don't know who these people are, sharp, but if there's anybody who feels they could have been violated by me, go ahead, step up. Why would you put that in a statement? I feel like that's already like implicating yourself, saying that maybe Ankumbul, mhlambe, I might have. That's what it sounds like.
I'm sad for him because it's such a beautiful brand he's built over the years.
Sure.
And it's falling apart now because of this.
Yeah.
My number one thing is just account for whatever it is that may have happened. And I think you entering into a dialogue with your fans and those people perhaps might solve the problem. I don't know where it's going to go from here for him.
Yeah.
Because, that statement was concerning, unfortunately. That is part of the communication in the world that we're living in now. When you have an allegation and you don't give a good statement, it's part of the experience people are going to have with you. So I'm sad that we're going to lose someone. I think I wasn't really following what he was doing, but I always loved that brand was out there and the cleaning, sort of good positive vibe to put out there. But
what did Handy Andy do to you?
But I think we need to really shame, and he really needs to reconsider how he approaches this. I think there's no time for that. Yes,
absolutely. First of all, I wouldn't have put out that statement, or I would have just asked Joy to proofread it, edit it, and then put it out. Because it's very implicating. However, hopefully the allegations are not true. Let's see how actually this fleshes out, because obviously now everything is on pause. You can't just post like him cleaning his house anymore. Now everything has to be on pause. So I wonder what other campaigns have now had to, be put on pause just because of these allegations. Hopefully they're not true, but definitely please step up if you actually were violated. Ungazniki just a beat. Really just say the entire story. And there was one of the alleged incidences that I read, and obviously it kind of sounded like somebody was inebriated there, because to say that I didn't want to scream, let me not.
Look,
triggering.
One of the issues we have as a country is we have a very high alcohol problem, but that does not mean that, what I'm trying to say is it opens up doors to the fact that people don't seem to understand consent in those situations.
Sure.
So I think a lot of it is also them, and I'm kind of debunking this for people who might think, why are they speaking now? You don't understand fully what may have happened to you because of just the way we relate to how we have a good time.
Sure.
Not that there's something wrong with that person trying that out. Go ahead and do it. But because I feel like because we have such a weird culture around alcohol, we view people who participate in the kind of activity as being bad. And so we need to give space to those people in that you had 1 day or 2 days where maybe you were a little bit inebriated. Doesn't mean that someone should be taking advantage of you at all.
Hate that.
No.
All right. We'll move on from all of that to get into my favorite segment of the show.
Yes.
What are you watching?
Hey. I'm on the Housewives of London at the moment.
What?
I'm kind of hooked. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
Again, I usually let a show finish its course and I'll just binge it.
Okay.
But I'm obsessed with these women. They give me they fight like it's Atlanta, yet they still have like this Beverly Hills vibe to them. It's never a boring event. it's always glitzy, even if it's a bit on the lame or tame side. Which we come to the show for. The fun events, the fashion, the drama.
Yes.
It's boiling up slowly, and I'm kind of enjoying them for what they're giving. So I'm hooked on London Housewives.
Love that. Well, Scandal just introduced Udidi Makobane on Scandal.
Yes.
So if you're watching Scandal, go ahead and check her debut.
I'm going to check it out because I know they're coming to a close soon.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I kind of want to have those last few months and days of Scandal.
Absolutely.
Because I was day one for that show.
Okay.
I loved it from when it kicked off. You know, you had the people in the newsroom. What's his name from Isbaya? He was on there first. He was one of the editors.
Okay.
Obviously, we're in this field. So I was like, yay.
Okay.
So that I
Okay.
can kind of get into. But
Yeah.
I feel sad that we're losing Scandal. So
Sure.
I definitely want to see those last few days and the people who are joining as well.
There's still Skim Sam. I love Skim Sam, by the way.
course.
What am I watching? I am still watching Youngins, and I'm still telling you that. It's a very long season. I'm really trying to catch up. But I'm on the third season, at least, which means I'm with you. We're watching together. Go ahead and let us know what you're watching, though. We definitely want to know. But that's been it for this edition of the TshisaPod. Thank you so much for joining me.
Always. It's a good time here.
Last week, I wanted to cry. It was bad. It's terrible. Don't forget to follow us on the social media platforms. It is TimesLIVE on all social media platforms. TikTok, we're giving there. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe. And of course, this platform. We also have other podcasts. There's Sunday Times Politics Weekly, Taking the Rams by the Horns, and so much more. I've been your host, Joy Mpande, the journalist with green hair. And as usual,
Tango Ndwasa, the journalist with the white hair.
period. Stop taking that. I hate it when people do it. Like, until next time, it's goodbye for now.